I guess the best way to teach this is the triad, and I'm going to explain what the triad is, but if we can recreate a new meaning, then we will be in control of the emotion that we most often represent. Once that motion is there, it creates a better action and then focuses on the result. So the short version of this is event, meaning. If we're making this emotion, if we're going to simplify this as much as possible, because this seems like a lot, and life. Event occurs, we attach a meaning, meaning creates an emotion, and emotions are where we live every single day. Change the meaning, change the emotion, change your life. The triad is how we change the meaning. This is the meaning maker. It's the emotional and mental filter of our life. If you want to influence the quality of your life and the decisions you make, you change the meaning that you create. And we create this in 3 ways, and we're going to go through this. Focus, physiology, and language. The first one that I think that is the most important, but I'm a very physical guy, is physiology. So we want to change our state, our physical state, how we approach something. Are we moving forward, or are we kind of slowly moving backwards? Or worse, are we just standing still? So we have to use our body in a way that serves us at the highest level. It's always easier to reflect this on other people before reflecting on ourselves. Raise your hand if you know somebody who is depressed, has been depressed, or is currently depressed. Sorry, raise them higher just so I can see the percentage of the room. Wow, look around the room. 8% of the room knows somebody who's currently depressed. Well, let's role play this out. Those people who are depressed, what do they look like physically? Are their shoulders hunched, or are they back upright? Slouched. Shoulders are slouched. Do they speak softly, or do they speak loudly? Softly. Angry people speak loudly. Depressed people speak softly. How do they breathe? Are they breathing full, or are they breathing shallow? Shallow, right? As I'm laying this out, maybe do this in your body. Slump your shoulders, drop your head, breathe shallow. Maybe look over at your neighbor and say, I'm fucked. But how do people who have confidence and certainty and excitement in their life, how do they stand? Are their shoulders back, or are they slouched? Shoulders are back. Do they speak loudly, or do they speak softly? Do they breathe shallow, or do they breathe full? Right? This physiology really impacts our lives. Stand up for 1 second. Just please, 1 second. This will be really, really quick. It's actually going to take 10 minutes. I want you to stand with your hands on your hips, shoulders back, head up. Look at your neighbor and go, I fucking got you. Okay, you can have a seat. Who feels the difference? Yeah. So thanks. I didn't make it up, so it's okay. Harvard University did a study in 2010. Here's what the study reflected. If you stand like this for 10 minutes a day, I'm not suggesting you do it. I don't do it. I've found other ways that look a lot cooler to change my state. But if you stand like this for 10 minutes a day, it will increase your testosterone 20%. You can look this up. This is true. 20%, it'll increase your testosterone if you stand like this. It will reduce your cortisol from anywhere from 23 to 25%, and it will increase the odds of you being able to make a decision by 33%. That's what the study shows. If you only stand like this for 10 minutes a day. It could even look like laying back. You'll sometimes see where you think a CEO or a chairman who's sitting in their chair and they're kind of laid back and their arms are up behind their head and their feet might be up on another chair or something like that. That's actually a power position. It's the same as doing this. So that breeds confidence in people when they're sitting like that. So Our goal is to be able to move through the process of learning this physiology and changing your state. So emotion is created by motion. So where is your energy on that scale? So there's two things I want you to think about right now. The first is what in your life, what area in your life, whether it's your business, whether it's inside your business. So we'll get into my identities in a minute, but inside your business, you may have an owner mindset. Let's just take the owner's mindset and the operator mindset. Where do you need to make the shift? Where do you think that you could make the shift? And how are you showing up to your people in regards to your energy levels? Because how you show up in your state is going to make a difference with your people. As humans, we have a tendency to role model and emulate people in their physical stance. It's called mirroring. There's actually a sales technique was created by a guy named John Grinder, who created NLP in the 70s, but mirroring and matching. When you're in a sales process and you're having a conversation with somebody and they make a gesture, you follow up with that gesture. And then they cross their arms, and then eventually you cross your arms, and they stand like this, and then you eventually move. Not right away, you don't want to make it weird. But that mirroring is what creates rapport and relationship. It's in our nature to be in rapport. And so that is why your physiology is so important. I think we have, see that, thank you. We mirror, so this is why husbands and wives start to look alike. If you see husbands and wives who've been married for 30 or 40 years, their glasses start to look the same. They might have a similar hairstyle. And with pets, I don't know what happens, and thank you for sharing that. How many people would you say is the percentage of how you show up in your energy level? What's the percentage of your energy level? I want you to write this down, actually. On a scale from 1 to 10, how do you show up in your energy level with your people? What is it that they're going to, so what number do you live at? And what percentage of time? So on the average day, where are you living? Are you on a scale from 1 to 10, 10 being, unbelievable physiology, where do you live at and how do you show up? And then the next question, which is unbelievably important, is where do you drop to? We all drop to a certain level. It's like a thermometer, right? You set the temperature in your house between 68 and 70, and it will keep you in between there. But anything over 70 is uncomfortable, and anything below 68 is uncomfortable. And then what number are you able to rise to? And I'm not trying to change who you are. What I'm trying to offer is some perspective about how we show up, when we show up, where we drop to in our worst times, and who else may be on your leadership team. If you're on average a 5, do I think you're actually going to get to an 8 or a 9? Probably not. That's probably not the goal. It's probably not in your nurture to be in that place. Could you go from a 5 to a 7 or up to a 6 or a 5.5? Like, we're looking for incremental growth. Once you move from 5.5, you get to 6. Now getting to 6 to 6.5 or 7 starts to seem a little bit easier because you've done it, and then 7, 7.5. But that doesn't mean you're going to be a 10. But you can find 10s. You can bring 10s onto your team. If that's what the team needs, then you can bring them on. So it's unbelievably important to know, where are you? Where can you go? And who else do you need to bring along to make it effective inside your business? Does that make sense? Okay, so that's physiology.